Bruh, so they revealed a Mount Rushmore of the only rappers to do a million records in 1 week, right? And there's only been four rappers: Eminem, 50 Cent, Drake, and Lil Wayne. Been rappers close to that, you feel me? Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, DMX, and Nelly in particular. But those are the four that actually cracked the million the first week. M did it 3 times, Wayne did it twice, 50 did it, and Drake did it, right? But here's the very interesting part about it. The question started to become, can a rapper from the newer generation get enough momentum and do a million records in 1 week? Will we ever see something like that again? It takes a lot. It takes a lot of momentum. That's what it really takes. It takes a lot of momentum. It takes a lot of hype and momentum. All four of these rappers, I feel like Eminem one time. I think the other 2 times it wasn't really momentum and hype with him. I think he just got a fan base that other rappers don't have access to. Let's just keep it real. But I think for that Marshall Mathers LP, it was definitely a lot of hype and anticipation. So that one I give that one to. But nonetheless, Lil Wayne, Drake, and 50, the amount of press, the amount of momentum they had built up, the amount of just hype around those projects was undeniable. It was something you just never felt before. So could another rapper pull that off? It's only one rapper I think might could pull it off, but it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot. Y'all know who I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say my guy, NBA YoungBoy. I feel like he's the only one that possibly, because he's still young enough, could amass that type of attention. But the reason it'll be hard for YB, because YB is so anti-industry. You feel me? He's so alternative. He's so, I'm not fucking with these niggas. You feel me? So he could possibly do it. I do feel like he has the star power to do something like that, like something phenomenal like that. I just don't know if he's willing to, if that makes sense. Like, he would have to go out and shake a lot of hands, and he would have to reveal things to mainstream. See, to make those type of numbers happen, you have to go to mainstream. Like, remember 50 Cent was doing all type of interviews. Remember Drake was doing late night shows to make that album do a million. You know, Lil Wayne was doing Katy Curry and stuff like that. So, you know, they was really working it hard. They had documentaries on Eminem. So it was like they was doing real hard to let you know, like, you have to get this album. You have to do this. You know what I'm saying? It was that type of just marketing. You feel me? So could another rapper do that? I don't see any other rapper can do it. Could Rod Wave build that type of momentum? That'd be hard. I'm talking these dudes, Rod Wave and NBA YoungBoy, both have done over 100,000 records the first week. But now you have to 10x that, right? So how could that be possible, right? Like I said, it would take a huge hit, a career-defining hit, like all the thing that all four of the rappers that have done those huge numbers have in common. They had a huge single. Eminem had, with a real Slim Shady, Please Stand Up, #1 song, crazy. If you know that song was crazy. 50 Cent, In the Club. In the Club is arguably the biggest song of the 2000s, right? Drake, what did Drake have? Started from the bottom, now we here. Arguably his biggest song. You feel me? God Plan probably overthrew that, but that was a huge hit. You feel me? In Lil Wayne, Lollipop, still his biggest song of his career. And a milli, but it started off with Lollipop. So to make those type of numbers happen, you have to have a humongous hit. Now, that's something that Rod Wave and NBA YoungBoy have not made just yet. I believe they could make it. I believe it's very possible that that could happen. But to me, that's what they would need. They would need to have a career-defining hit. Not only that, they would have to have the willingness to go out there and promote and talk. That would be interesting. I think, but honestly, out of the new generation, those are the only two I would say could possibly do it, and that's just because they're the only two rappers under 30 currently right now that has done over 100,000 records the first week. But honestly, I don't see anybody else being able to amass that type of energy, that type of attention. You feel me? That type of hype. I don't see anybody else. But honestly, it may never happen again.